What's up, folks? Acid Roots here. I'm back, and we're gonna get further in Donkey Kong Country, hit up Funky Kong, and head to World 5. Now, this world is actually much tougher than I thought it was just prior to like a week and a half ago when I did this, and it's troubling just because my practice playthrough when I did this stage, it took me 25 minutes or so to get past it. I wound up scrapping it just because I want this to kind of be thorough, but I don't know how much this game feels like it should be like some sort of just complete whatever it's called, just nonsense. I mean, how many times could you handle watching this stage get played over and over and over? So I don't know, I just kind of figured. But whole thing is, I originally kept thinking that this game would be a warm-up compared to like some of the games I've beaten, like Super Return of the Jedi and Disney's Aladdin, and a couple others like Blackthorn, which I'm getting ready to do, so those type games, but this kind of happens to be awkward, you know, because this game, I guess, it just doesn't want to be written off, which is not so much as being written off, but it's, you know, I mean, it just makes me wonder the skill set, because if you can't beat this game, you probably cannot beat Mega Man X, and I tried playing through that game back in April and March, much to my chagrin, whatever, however you say that word, but I failed, and I couldn't beat more than just Chill Penguin. That wound up pissing me off, and you know, I kind of wanted to throw the game out the window, but it's kind of the situation. But so it just happens to be that that's just out of my skill set. And I would probably say, you know, I think any person who can beat Mega Man X, X1, and X2 probably should have at least 3 digits worth of subscribers on YouTube, if not 4 digits, just because, I mean, maybe back in 2010 and 2012 that was definitely the case, but nowadays there's how many people, is, you know, there's enough people who just don't give a shit because there's someone who did it 12 years before you, but it's still a work of art. Those games are still works of art, and they still require a hefty amount of skill to be able to get past them. So, this game, you know, obviously how many people have done it, you have to really come up with some sort of Chugga-Conroy approach to get the hits on this, but, I mean, it's still a testament to a certain degree of skill. Especially if you can beat this game 101%. So, which you know, I probably, if I absolutely put my mind to it, I could probably do it, but it would probably cause a lot of frustrations. So, that bastard throwing the barrels is Manky Kong. He's a little prick. I mean, and the thing about it is when he throws those barrels, it's not so much that when he's off screen that they're that much of a problem, but when you see him, he throws them like full force. So this is, he throws those shits full speed, and it's like, you know, so it's like, hell yeah, you think that you can just jump over them, but his animation is just completely fast. So I've got my cat next to the keyboard, so I still have to be careful of that, because I'm actually liking this recording. I don't want to lose the audio. And oh yeah, I forgot that this happened. The gameplay went out. I think I forgot what I did. I might have touched like the Super Nintendo with my foot. Something happened and it just went out, and it really pissed me off. The game system was just like, oh, too bad. That ain't happening. You're not beating it on our watch. So now I have to go through this loading screen again. Gotta get right back to it. Go through Funky Kong, all that shit. But really, I'm not that lazy. Don't think I'm that lazy that I have problems with just going to Funky Kong. But it just, the whole situation was just the bitchisms that happened. So, and women, you know, you can say, you know, I saw like Ice-T said something. I was visiting a hip hop website, and Ice-T said something that someone was like, well, where do you get the condition to be able to say the N-word? And he said, if it applies to you, then you can say it. You know, fat people can call other people fat, and gay people can call other people gay, but you know, you can't if you're not that. So I don't think, I'm not gonna say, you know, only women can call each other bitches, of course, because, you know, women can call men dickheads. You get the idea. So, but no offense taken, basically. None taken, you know. Cat's starting to bother me, though. I might have to put her out. Alright. Yeah, this is a longer episode because, you know, like I was saying about this world being difficult, it took me 27 minutes to beat this whole world, and that's not something I am, you know, too happy about. So, but yeah, I mean, it just took a lot longer than I would have liked it to. I just would have to particularly say, like, this isn't to the best of what I wanted. But the next world is easy. I mean, obviously, when we get to World 6 Chimp Caverns, I mean, I can sail through that one, including the boss. So, I don't know, it just was such a surprise that this world would piss me off. I just was really not. When I beat this game back in 2017, I was not expecting it to piss me off all these years later. I think I said that before, but, you know, I just have to reiterate and stuff. So, see, look at the way he throws those barrels. Yeah, you have to walk on the floating oil barrels, and you know, you have to learn their patterns, which I kind of wasn't hip to, just because sometimes they pop out twice and sometimes they pop out once. So, there you have it. We finally took 7 minutes, took half the video to beat that one stage. So. It's a pain in the rear. Pain in the arse for you British viewers. It's bollocks. Really, it's a bunch of bollocks. Donkey Kong is bollocks. Diddy is not big enough to be bollocks. You know, but of course a mosquito would pop up and try to suck our blood, and just right on the computer screen. I want to kill it, but I don't want to ruin the computer screen. Then land right on the keyboard. Right on the space bar. It knows if I hit that space bar, that ruins the recording. Mosquito's a little turd. You know, that's the thing. It won't suck the cat's blood. It's gonna try to go for my blood and shit. You know, it's like, oh hey, I'm gonna land on the one place that you don't want to hit right now. The spacebar will pause the recording. It's the most retarded thing I've ever seen a mosquito do. Might have to kill it real quick. I'm gonna try to kill this. Alright, I killed it. So you got to watch me commence killing a mosquito. It's dead on my wall right now. I had to use some papers. I didn't have a napkin. Just killed a mosquito on my wall. Really pissed me off. It's better than getting a bug bite, though. Got a burp also, so there you have it. That mosquito can go to hell for all I care. You know, it can suck a penis while it's at it. So. other things I was trying to talk about here. I just don't really recall as far as what the hell to do. There's another stage like this in World 6, which pisses me off more, because those muscle dudes have silver versions, which Donkey Kong can't take out. That's the thing, those are basically the strongest normal enemies in the game. And, you know, they just laugh at everything you try to do to them. The only thing that can really take them out is just a barrel. I wish that there would have been enemies like that in Donkey Kong Country 2 that were just too tough for everything. Minus the bees. Like, the red bees you can't kill with anything, but I did like the idea of, like, ground enemies not being able to take out. There was some physics in this game, and the other two games didn't do it. I mean, Donkey Kong has the ability to take out the heavier enemies, but Diddy's quicker. He can climb ropes quicker if you pay attention, and he can swim quicker, but he is weaker and stuff. So, there's very faint differences between whether or not you want to use Donkey Kong or Diddy, but most of the time, I don't think. I mean, maybe people noticed back in like 1996 or something, but they pretty much just is like, hey, you know, I'm just using whoever hasn't gotten hit by the enemy or something. Alright, we just have another 2 minutes left. I'm trying to figure out where the Diddy barrel is. Another thing I like about this is the bees have different colors. Like there were ice bees, and there's cave bees, and I think there's at least one other type. I know there's like 4 of them. I don't remember the 4th one. There's the regular yellow ones, and there's another one. So, yeah, that pissed me off. This world can go to hell. You know, just like that bug. This world can go to hell also, just because there's just a lot of tricks in it that kind of are sketchy. I was really kind of uppity when playing this stage. So. Yeah, so make sure, if you have Diddy for this part, make sure you have the cartwheel attack when you jump and stuff, because if he hops on those fat dudes' heads, then he'll fall to his death like that. So, he cannot defeat them like that. Kinda interesting, but I'm trying to find a Donkey Kong barrel so I can get past this part, but nothing doing, you know, I'm just like, screw it. Yeah, just a backtrack. Most of the time you don't backtrack in platformer games. We're almost done with the video, so get ready for part 8. It's coming soon. Alright, so, yeah, it's about that time, folks. Subscribe for more fun. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.